Hello everyone, welcome to the 8th lecture of Network Analysis and Transmission Lines. So, in magnetic circuits, in last class we discussed self-inductance and mutual inductance. Now, in this class we are going to discuss dot convention. What do you mean by dot convention? What is the need of the dot convention? So when two coils are connected in either series or parallel or mutually coupled to each other, so it is very difficult to find the sign of the induced voltage. So it is mainly depends on the direction of the windings of the coil. So when the circuit is having more number of coils, so it is very difficult to find the sign of the induced voltage. Why? Because it will be depends on the direction of the winding of the coil. So there we need to use one concept. That concept is called as dot convention. So that dot conventions are used for the purpose of indicating direction of winding. So based on that we can find the voltage induced in that coil. So for example, let us take down one configuration having the two magnetically coupled coils in this way. Let us assume the current in this first coil is I1 entering and current in the second coil is I2, and the voltage is here V1 and the voltage is V2 and the mutual inductance is M. So if the two dots are mentioned like this, if a current enters a dot in one coil, then mutually induced in the other coil is positive at the dotted end. Means we can redraw the circuit based on this concept. Whenever dots are mentioned like this, the induced voltage will be represented with an equivalent circuit of this type of configuration. Plus minus, the current is I1, I2, the voltage is V1 and V2, where the self-inductances of these two coils mentioned with L1, L2. Then the voltage induced in the first coil due to second coil can be indicated with M into di2 by dt. Here it can be indicated with M into di1 by dt. So whenever the dots are mentioned like this, the currents will become positive. That means the mutual inductance will become positive. The voltage equations can be mentioned based on the respective voltages. V1 and V2 equal to L1 into di1 by dt plus M into di2 by dt. So if you want to measure the voltage in the second coil with effect of first voltage, it can be indicated with self-inductance of L2 into di2 by dt and mutual inductance of M into di1 by dt. And this is one way of configuration. If the two dots are mentioned at the bottom of the coil like this way, if the two dots are mentioned at the bottom of the coil with same voltage and same current levels I1, I2, we will get the equivalent diagram is same as above. So then the voltage equations of V1 and V2 will become same. So for these two cases, the induced voltages mutual inductance sign will become positive. If in case the dot is one is in entering, one is in leaving, or vice versa. For second coil it is entering and first coil it is leaving, the mutual inductance sign will become negative. Let's see that configuration. Now let us take down the two coils are arranged in such a way that where the dot mentioned here means the current I1 is entering here, where the dot mentioned here is nothing but the current I2 is leaving through that coil. So in this case, the voltage, the equivalent diagram can be mentioned like minus plus M into di2 by dt, mutual induced voltage. So here also same sign, minus plus M into di1 by dt. So the current is I2, here the current is I1, voltage is V1 and V2 if the dots are mentioned like this. So the induced voltage with respect to V2, V1 equal to L1 into di1 by dt plus M into di2 by dt. So it is minus sign. Why? Because one current is entering and one current is leaving. Like that, if you calculate the voltage V2, L2 into di2 by dt minus M into di1 by dt. Now here we can take another configuration. If current is entering into the second coil and leaving in the first coil, then the configuration, the equivalent diagram also same and the voltage equations also same. So this is the way one can use to find the what is the sign of the voltage induced in the other coil with effect of one coil. Now let us see the one problem based on this concept. Let us take down here the inductances are connected in series. Let us assume having self inductances of 4 Henry, 5 Henry and 3 Henry between the nodes A and B, let us assume, and the mutual inductance between 4 Henry and 3 Henry is M equal to 2H, where between 3 Henry and 5 Henry the mutual inductance is 2.5 Henry. Now for the given problem, find out what is the effective inductance, and just now we discussed the dot convention. Now let us assume the applied voltage, let us assume V, the current I is flowing through this circuit. So here for first coil current is leaving, for second coil it is entering, for third coil it is entering. Now when you write the KVL equation, the V is equal to 4 into di by dt, that is self inductance, and here the current is leaving and entering, that's why the mutual inductance with respect to second one is minus 2 into di by dt. Now we are talking about first coil where the self inductance is 4 into di by dt, where the current is here leaving and here entering, that's why the mutual inductance is negative side. So likewise here for second coil the self inductance is 5 into di by dt, and the mutual inductance with respect to first one is minus 2 into di by dt, and with respect to third one entering and entering, that's why we can take down this one as 2.5 into di by dt. Now coming to the third one, the self inductance is 3 into di by dt and the mutual inductance is plus 2.5 into di by dt. So this way we can find the what is the total effective inductance is nothing but V equal to, if we make di by dt common, 4 minus 2 plus 5 minus 2 plus 2.5 plus 3 plus 2.5. So now it will become total 13 into di by dt. So the effective inductance is 13 Henry. So this is the advantage, need of the dot convention to find the what is the sign of the mutual inductance.